Can you believe it? The energy in the stadium was absolutely electric, with fans from both teams on the edge of their seats, hoping to witness history in the making. The anticipation had been building for weeks, and as kickoff approached, you could feel the buzz in the air. This wasn't just any regular season game, this was a showdown between two AFC powerhouses, and the stakes couldn't have been higher. The Chargers finally toppled the Chiefs, ending a painful losing streak that had haunted them for years. For the Chargers, this wasn't just a win, it was a statement. They proved they could go toe-to-toe with the reigning Super Bowl champions and come out on top. And Herbert was the hero from the start. From the very first drive, he looked locked in, commanding the offense with poise and confidence. Every throw seemed to have extra zip, and his teammates fed off his energy. The Chargers just snapped their 7-game losing streak against the Chiefs. And they did it on an international stage in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That's right, this wasn't just a win at home or in Kansas City. The NFL brought the action to Brazil, and the Chargers delivered a performance that fans around the world will remember for years to come. The crowd in Sao Paulo was treated to a football spectacle, and the Chargers made sure to put on a show. Justin Herbert lit up the field, throwing for 318 yards and 3 touchdowns. He was in complete control, dissecting the Chiefs' defense with pinpoint accuracy. Every time the Chargers needed a big play, Herbert delivered, whether it was a deep bomb down the sideline or a perfectly placed pass over the middle. His chemistry with his receivers was on full display, and you could see the trust he has in his playmakers. He even picked up 32 yards on the ground, keeping the Chiefs' defense guessing all night. Herbert's ability to extend plays with his legs was a game-changer. On several occasions, he escaped pressure, turned what looked like a broken play into a positive gain, and kept the chains moving. The Chiefs' defenders just couldn't keep up with his dual-threat ability. Quentin Johnston was unstoppable with 79 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns, showing off his speed and athleticism on every snap. He made defenders miss in the open field and came up with clutch catches in traffic. Johnston's breakout performance was exactly what the Chargers needed to keep the Chiefs' secondary on their heels, while Keenan Allen kept the momentum rolling with 7 catches and a score. The veteran receiver was a reliable target all night, moving the chains and making tough grabs in key moments. Allen's leadership and experience were invaluable, especially when the game got tight in the second half. These guys were on fire, making big plays when it mattered most. The Chargers' offense was clicking, but the defense also stepped up, forcing turnovers and making crucial stops to keep Mahomes and the Chiefs in check. Every time the Chiefs threatened to swing the momentum, the Chargers answered right back. The Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce tried to rally, connecting for a 37-yard TD, reminding everyone why they're one of the most dangerous duos in the league. Mahomes made some jaw-dropping throws, and Kelce was his usual unstoppable self, finding soft spots in the defense and making defenders pay. But some early mistakes and missed extra points haunted them all game long. The Chiefs just couldn't get out of their own way, with penalties and miscues stalling drives and leaving points on the board. Those missed opportunities came back to bite them in the end. The tension was palpable late in the game. Every snap felt like it could decide the outcome, and both teams were playing with everything they had. The crowd was holding its breath, waiting to see who would make the next big play. But here's the moment that sealed it. 3rd and 14, just over 2 minutes left, with the Chiefs desperate for a stop to get the ball back. The Chargers needed a miracle to keep their drive alive and run out the clock, and Herbert takes off for a gutsy 19-yard scramble. He dodged defenders, lowered his shoulder, and fought for every inch. It was the kind of play that defines a leader, putting the team on his back and refusing to be denied. The sideline erupted and the Chargers fans knew the game was theirs. First down, game over, Chargers win. Talk about clutch. The players stormed the field, celebrating a victory that felt like it was years in the making. You could see the relief and joy on their faces. They had finally conquered their biggest rival. Coach Jim Harbaugh couldn't stop praising Herbert, calling him phenomenal in every way. Harbaugh talked about Herbert's leadership, his toughness, and his ability to rise to the occasion when it mattered most. The coach also gave credit to the entire team for their resilience and determination, saying this was the kind of win that could define their season. And fans? They went wild online, celebrating the Chargers' first win over the Chiefs since 2021. Social media exploded with memes, highlight reels, and messages of support for Herbert and the team. Chargers Nation was buzzing, and even neutral fans had to admit, this was one of the most exciting games of the year. If you want more NFL highlights and hot takes, hit that subscribe button and join us for more football action. With games like this, you never know what's going to happen next. Stay tuned for more epic moments, incredible plays, and all the drama that makes football the greatest sport on earth.